This is the extended version of you, your twin flame, and your soulmate. Hello, my name is Avalon Kisby, and you may know me from TikTok. I'm just branching out onto YouTube just now, and I would love for you to stay with me here. If you wanted to go ahead and follow and subscribe, I should be posting on here daily as my goal for extended readings. Okay, so for those of you that haven't seen the previous two videos, maybe go and look me up on TikTok on Avalon Kisby. We're going to be completing that dynamic today. Okay, so as a quick reflection on that, we have got 4 cards that have shown up as you. Someone who is the object of desire, possibly of the twin flame and of the soulmate. This is also someone who has learned to value themselves and put themselves on a pedestal. Here on the card it says, you know, love potion number 1. Like, there's no one else that's quite like you. You're incredibly unique. You're going through a period where you're trying to make all your goals, wishes, dreams and desires come into manifestation, and you're having a lot of success with that on a personal level. The 7 of Swords showed up. Now in any other deck it would mean something quite significant, different to how I'm going to interpret it. In this deck though, I go by the illustrations a lot, and in this deck, to me, this looks like protection. This is someone who is highly protective of their energy and who they are sharing it with. Okay, the 6 of Swords is talking about somebody who is moving into calmer waters, moving ahead with their life. This can also be discussing travel. And again, on this journey, this new part of the journey, you yourself are highly protected. Let's go do a recap on where we are with your twin flame. Okay, so we had named this pile before we even pulled the cards out, and the first card that came out was the Chariot card. Now to me, if you've seen my TikTok readings, you will know that in this deck, the Chariot card to me has always meant a divine counterpart. There is one soul in 2 different bodies, the yin and the yang. The dilemma with this particular deck though is that you can see the heads are turned in opposite directions, meaning that the twin flame dynamic can be quite challenging. If you're not facing in the same way, focused on the same things, then you're pulling in 2 different directions. Okay, so that might be the case within this dynamic that we're talking about right now. The second card that came up for them were the Emperor. So again, showing that this is the divine counterpart. Someone who has gone through a lot of growth, who exudes a lot of warmth. And they may also be very much working on themselves physically. Here we see, you know, where they're exposing the muscles here. So someone who might be, you know, really into healthy eating, physical living, that kind of thing, okay? So the Star card was also a card that came up for them. This to me, if anyone resonates with being a starseed, often twin flames know themselves to be their soul is from a different destination. Okay, although our body is physical, we often know that our soul is from somewhere completely different. So starseed might be something that you resonate with. This is also showing somebody who has often been through many trials and tribulations and has come out the other end with a lot of dedication and a lot of hope, and looking forward to their goals. Now in this particular instance, we're talking the twin flame, and they themselves, if we look at the illustration on the card, we can see that they absolutely have a goal that they have in mind. And here it is, you know, there might be other distractions along the way, but this is their ultimate destination, and they know that. So that's where we left off here with them. Now let's have a look. We have pulled the 5 of Cups in regards to the twin flame. Okay, so in this deck here we can see that we have the morphine, cyanide, and what does that one say? Passion tincture and morphine, yes, all mixed in. So there could still be, you know, within, like we've mentioned before, within a twin flame dynamic, they can appear to have a lot of toxic characteristics. Many of these are triggers, reflections and triggers that are able to assist us on our healing journey. Any trigger that you see is something that is unhealed in you. otherwise it wouldn't trigger you, so we can use those. All right, so now let's move on to the soulmate dynamic, which is usually a lot more simplistic. You guys seem to have this recognition for each other, and it's much easier to move forward. Now the cards that came up for them were, we have the Knight of Coins, someone who's very grounded, who offers stability, slow and steady. That's the kind of energy that this card gives off. It's also one of somebody who wants to come in with some sort of offer. They also might like to be some sort of provider. Okay, the next card that we got was the Queen of Cups. This is how they view you, like in awe. If you look at the face there, like is in awe of you. They may think that you're incredibly beautiful, in every sense of the word. The third card that came up for them was the Fool. This is talking about new journeys, about moving forward. There could be some distance. It's shown up in a couple of cards that there could be actual physical distance between the both of you, and this might actually indicate some traveling. Okay, now the last card that came up for them was the Ace of Rods. Okay, this is a very phallic symbol. We know that they find you extremely attractive. We'd mentioned in the TikTok videos that if you see the detail on this card, you can see the skin, you can see the tendons, you can see every muscle, you can see the bones, the details. This person picks up on all of the details of you, and it really does something for them. This is talking about like a very magnetic draw together. This is also maybe talking about a spiritual connection that you both have together. Okay, again, I see this almost as protection in front of the flowers as well, them standing in front. You know, there's some sort of barrier that they place in, you know, so that there's no harm given to you, is what I get with this. So let's move forward. That's pretty much where we had left off on TikTok. Let's move forward and see your energy, your twin flames energy, and your soulmate's energy. So for you, we have the Two of Swords. This is talking about some sort of a decision to be made. You've come to some sort of crossroads, choices, all right? And chances are it's about which direction to go as far as twin flame or soulmate. Let's have a look at twin flame. Twin flame again is showing up excuse me, as divine counterpart. Here's the Sun card. For me, the Sun card has always been the masculine, and the Moon card has always been the feminine. So this person is showing up as the masculine, someone who is very illuminated, very wise. They carry so many gifts. Now, sometimes in the physical 3D reality, we sometimes forget that the divinity that the other twin flame has. Sometimes we get so frustrated with the other aspects that we forget everything that they hold. And sometimes it's also in the higher realms that we connect with our twin flame. So in dreams, through meditation, through intellect, all of these might be ways that we connect with our twin flame on higher levels. Okay, now with the soulmate card, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you have the Two of Blades, and they're coming up now with the Two of Pentacles. So you can see in this particular card, the Two of Pentacles is a card of balance, trying to find balance in some sort of situation. You can see that there are two hearts here, and the two hearts encircled. They're each in their own little bubble. So this to me again talks to me of potential distance between you, physical distance between you, but also speaks to me of mirrored energy, something that is reflected, both of you feeling the same way. There's definitely a connection that you can feel. There's no doubt about this whatsoever. I have a theory on as to, you know, soulmates and twin flames, in that it's so much easier with soulmates because we've probably lived past lifetimes with them, and in those other lifetimes we've been able to work out the kinks. Whereas with our twin flames, it's very highly improbable that we have incarnated many times, if at all, with them. Meaning that there is so much that we need to resolve in meeting in a physical realm. Often one may have incarnated and the other may have stayed behind as a guide to guide you along on the journey, and then you might have switched. All right, so that's why patience is required when it comes to a twin flame, and I'm speaking to myself as much, reminding myself of that as much as I'm reading. I am just as prone to impatience as anybody else. Okay, so your energy, your twin flame's energy, and your soulmate's energy. So your energy, judgment. We were literally just talking about that, weren't we? About judgment. So this can be self-judgment. This can be judgment of your twin. This card also, if you see it in a traditional deck, you will see that there's an angel and they're blowing a trumpet, and it looks like the ascension process. So to me, it is, when this comes up, this shows that that there's you're probably going to be jumping through different timelines, going through, like, ascension. It doesn't just end, like it's continual. And so we're continually learning and growing in certain ways. So you might be going through another big growth period in the next little while. And it also says that not everybody gets to go with you. Not everybody's going to be on your vibrational frequency. And when things are not on your vibrational frequency, then they kind of shuffle themselves apart. That's just what happens, okay? So to be aware that there could be a lot of shifts and changes that come into your life over the next little while. Now the twin flame, we have got the 8 of coins. All right, so again, look, this is mirrored energy. What we see in the top is then reflected in the bottom. You guys are a reflection of each other, often called mirrored souls, twin souls. This is also suggesting that they are trying to put in some hard work at this time, maybe investing in, growth for themselves in some way. It could be actual physical work where they are trying to, collect some finances, get things in order in that way. Now, as far as your soulmate, we have the Lovers that came out with this. This is someone who is very open. You can see that the way that this card is illustrated, you can see right through. Somebody's cut this open. You can see right into the chambers. This speaks of honesty. This speaks of someone who is very vulnerable and open. It also speaks of unconditional love. True, unconditional love. There are 0 conditions to this love with this soulmate. And it's very much felt both ways. When you guys probably recognized each other right from the beginning and knew that there was a connection, and can do no wrong in each other's eyes, and nor would you ever want to do something to hurt the other. If that happens, then it would not be it would not have been done deliberately. Your energy, your twin flame's energy, and your soulmate's energy. Your energy, okay, we have the 2 of Rods. So before it came up as the 2 of Swords, now it's coming up with the 2 of Rods. This to me, again, is talking either about choices that need to be made. You can see that it's crossed. Both of them are crossed like this. It's like X marks the spot, do not pass, go. There is some sort of barriers that you have up. These can be energetic barriers. These could be kind of standards that you set for yourself, that you're no longer tolerating people that are coming in at a slightly lower level, like as far as energetic wise. Okay, people that are not in your vibration, you're completely cutting them off. This one to me is when I see the 2 of Swords like that, it's definitely cutting things out of your life that no longer serve your highest good. Now, two of Rods often talk about, especially if you see it in a traditional deck. In fact, I'm looking at, let me show you from a traditional deck what this might look like. It looks like this kind of card, okay? So to me, it's a card of manifestation. So there could be things that are manifesting for you at this particular time, that things that you have put out into the universe that are on their way back to you. And we did see that earlier here with this Nine of Cups, this being spoken about there. So expect manifestations to come in. For your twin flame, we have the Empress. Okay, so they have shown up here as the Emperor, and the Empress is now on top of them. It's like you are on top of their pile. Like you are most definitely on their thoughts, in their manifestations. They have not forgotten you in any way at all. They see your strength. If you look here, see this bone that they show in this illustration? This is called the femur bone. That's the strongest bone in the body. And it's also the card that they use in the strength card here. That's the bone that they use to depict it in this deck. Okay, so they see you as someone who's extremely strong. They know that you're growing. They could actually feel that you guys are growing apart in some ways. Often there is one twin who kind of almost leads the other. There's growth by one, and then the other one, because you share a soul, you'll assist each other, okay? But it kind of goes like a ladder up the rung, okay? You also exude this warmth, this beautiful warmth as well, okay? So they see that about you. Underneath that card, remember, was the Eight of Pentacles, working hard towards something. And we have seen the Star card in here. So maybe, and I said that they have a very particular goal. And they may recognize who you are to them, and it may be their goal to find their way back to you. You could be the star to them, their guiding light. Now, as far as the soulmate here, we have the Nine of Coins. They see you as the complete package here. This card in a traditional deck is known as the Privileged Lady card. It's like she's a lady of luxury. It's pre-empress actually. So they probably do see you as the Empress. They both probably see you in the same light. There's only one Empress card in the deck, so this is the next best card to depict the Empress. Okay, this is someone who is completely balanced, who has this wonderful, they appear to have this wonderful life where, you know, they've got work balanced, they've got their home life balanced, and they have their leisure life balanced as well. Someone who's done very well for themselves. You might be an entrepreneur of some kind, or certainly respected in whichever career you have. But most definitely both of them see you as this beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, so looking at the time here, we will do one more card for each of you. So you, your twin flame, and your soulmate. For you, you have the King of Blades, somebody that you cannot get out of your mind. You may be connected telepathically. You may be having lots of ideas, lots of thoughts, lots of downloads. Like I said, you might be going through, here with this Judgment card, when I said that you might be going through some more up-leveling. So you might be going through ascension, and you might be getting downloads, all right? Your twin flame, we have the Page of Rods, wanting to come in with some sort of passionate message. That's what this card is about. It's about a messenger. The pages are the messengers, and the rods are passion. They're hot, spicy, like and inspirational and spirituals. They may want to come in and connect with you in this way again. I know that they probably feel that you've pulled away, like as I was saying, this ladder thing. So they may feel that they want to come back in and make a connection with you, because they can probably sense that there's another soulmate around, okay? We have the Three of Rods for your soulmate. Now you had the Two of Rods earlier here, which was the card of manifestation, okay? So Two of Rods is manifestation. Three of Rods is somebody who is manifesting by putting in the effort. This person, this soulmate, is going to put in the effort to make your manifestations come true. Your soulmate is a physical manifestation of what you've put out into the universe, the desires that you've wanted. And they're coming in. They've heard the call. The vibrational match is there. I do so hope this helps. Please feel free to, leave a comment or to visit me in my Etsy store for a private reading. I would love to put something together for you. Wishing you all the very best, and thank you for being here. Much love for now.